approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only they find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it, he smashes his way through again. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on first down from the 30. Here we go. Toss sweep to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got the tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
To the air, it's Asher. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, Florida State! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To throw, it's Burns. That's caught. It's Freeman. Breaks into the open. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A very productive line gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Asher. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here we go, set. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Let's go. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Asher. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
The Seminoles will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This time on target. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? 1st down.
Pushes toward the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Noles moving quickly to the line.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Asher. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Back to throw, it's Burns. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the head forcing that incompletion.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Burns. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Noles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
24-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Here we go.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Asher. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got it in the middle. It's Blue. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Burns. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Looking to pass, it's Burns. Right on the money. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Freeman. At the 45 on his way. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the quarterback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Wildcats will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Asher. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Pierre Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden, those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Asher. Unleashes one. He's got it.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Toss to the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Burns. Fires to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Touchdown, Wildcats! They move on top here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Asher. Fires to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 4th.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Blue. Still precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 2 to Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Dropping back, it's Burns. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They're working that left side. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. On the move, it's Freeman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Here's the handoff. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll go to the sneak. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Try to barge their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense is giving up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Using his feet. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. No field goal attempt here. They'll try to break the tie here in the fourth with a touchdown. This quarterback part of their running game. Goal line defense on fourth down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. The give to the tailback. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the toss. Just when you were thinking overtime, they come up with a safety and take the lead.
How about this play from this defense? The clock running down. They got the football. They're trying to get down the field, kick a field goal. No, no, no. This defense plays elite defense in the back, gets to the backfield, makes the safety, and basically ends this football game. Wow, what a change of events.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Kentucky.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.